Hi guys, welcome to Becky Tarot. My name is Becky. I'm a spiritual advisor, clairvoyant and energy reader. I am also a twin flame. Well, like, be it how it is, it's a journey. It really is. But I was supposed to do a twin flame video a little while ago. I did one probably a few months back, but I've ascended some more and healed some more, so here we go again. Those of you that are on the twin flame journey, I'm going to just speak kind of to feminines, but take it how it resonates. If you're a masculine, whatever. So I wasn't as healed as what I am today a few months back, and I was a little lost and confused, but here I am with more clarity, more growth, more healing and more vision. So my masculine is so far in his shadows. It's an ego. It is impossible to deal with. Impossible. So let me give you a bit of a background. So I was awakened to the twin flame journey by someone that wasn't my twin. They were just a karmic, something, whatever, someone that I'd agreed before I came down here to help wake me up, and that's what they did. They did the job, ding, whatever. I also was there to help heal them with I think my job was, their job was to help wake me up. My job was to that would help me get to grip. Healing them was going to help me get to grips with my gifts and my visions and to get me where I am today. So, but I trudged along thinking that person was my twin for a long time, but it doesn't matter who you think your twin is, as long as you're doing the work. Doesn't matter. You could think your fucking head teacher at school is your twin. If you're doing the work and healing, it's all good, yeah? Yeah, so went along my journey, woke up, shifted my, went through a whole dark night of a soul, went through a Kundalini awakening, started shifting my reality, my whole life around, yeah? So jump forward a few years later, I have ascended, I'm starting to get to grips with my gifts, I am setting up a tarot business, I am a swimming instructor, I am setting up my own lash business on the side, I am healing, I had lost a lot of weight, I had another baby, so I'll put some of that back on, but yeah, I lost a lot of weight. I thought happy, yeah, but I mean I'd done a lot of healing because I'd changed a lot about myself from how I was before that. And then, so what happened was I pulled in my real twin, and from then on, that's where the chaos began. I was so in my ego that I truly believed that the next person I would be with would be the one, because I deserved nothing but real love and happiness and marriage, and that's what I wanted and that's what I deserved, because I'd gone through my awakening, I'd put all the work in, I'd broke out of lots of barriers. Like, for me, even it was a massive barrier for me to just be me, to come out as me to my family. Like, everyone thought I was completely insane when I was going through my Kundalini awakening. It's a hard experience. And then all of a sudden I'm was vegan, and then I was this, and everyone no one knew what to do with me. I mean, now I just I'm so far down. I am who I am, mate. I ain't fucking, if you don't have the same beliefs, or if that's fine, but I'm not ramming mine down your throat. But just look at me now. Anyway, so met my real twin flame, and it was, see, this is where it's different. Like, with my the person that woke me up, it was a different connection. It never got off the ground. It was never in a commitment. We did click though, spiritually, in a vibe. His personality has been, one, I'd say hard to beat in many ways, the person that woke me up, because he is fucking hilarious. But you know, I paid my debt. I didn't really have a debt with him, but I helped heal him for a horrendous childhood that no one knows about, and that was part. And I hope he's living a happy life now. I really do, because of his childhood traumas were horrendous, and I really hope that he's worked through them enough to heal. Anyway, jumping forward, My twin is a whole lot of mess, really. Has been for the years that I've known him. Just he covered it well because I was blindsided. When I met my actual twin, I generally was just like, oh, like, he's a very weird one. It was just like, oh, I'm completely in love with this person. And that was that. Like, it was like the thing is, it was like I've never really needed to get to know him because it's like my soul knows him. So I just was like, okay, just jumping into it, ticking off boxes because I didn't realise that he was just living in his darkness and shadows and had done no work. I was in denial and just believing everything he said, but he wasn't. He was breadcrumbing me, literally breadcrumbing me. And I thought I had self-love, but I really didn't. Because I did to a certain extent, I won't allow certain things, but I really didn't. Because I look back and basically I am the only person putting in work in the relationship the whole time. This person has done no work. It wasn't a commitment. It was a one-sided commitment. I was in a relationship and commitment and he was just doing whatever the fuck he wanted, basically. But I was so blind and in denial because he has been such a big lesson in regards to like people. Some people really are just horrendously living in their darkness, and it doesn't matter how much you love, how much you try and create a safe space, how much you try and communicate, how much you try to be high vibrational. If they're in their dark, they will suck every bit, trash it, like it's just not possible in any way. So anyway, I felt pregnant. We've been back and forth so many times. I felt pregnant when we kind of just broke. But again, I was like, this is not good enough, and being like, you've got to go, breaking up with him because he was telling me, like, I was already starting to cook on. It was like he was speaking the words but not giving me the action. So I was getting frustrated, like, well, fuck off then. And he'd go. But then this is when the whole, like, trauma bonds were happening because he would go, I'd be fine. And then I'd be on the floor, heartbroken. But during all these times, I assumed that he was the person that I thought I knew. And I wasn't out there because by this time I'd healed enough that I don't chase. I'm not out there, like, fucking everyone. I'm just doing me and on my journey. So I assumed he was the same, but little did I know he was out there fucking the whole world and whilst with me. Yes, so everyone that's like, your twin will not hurt you in certain ways, that's a lie, because if they are so far in their shadows and you are not loving yourself, good luck, mate, it's game over. It's just going to get more toxic until the universe is like, oh, fuck no. And they will pull you apart. This is why we kept being apart and then brought it back together. Because it was like, oh, because the divine was just like, holy shit. It was like, together, no communication. Like, I didn't realise that this person just doesn't get basic things, like basic emotions. And yeah, anyway, let's jump forward. So back and forth, fell pregnant, even back and forth in the pregnancy, just, yeah, bullshit after bullshit. And then had the baby, and I've never been this way. I was in absolute, I don't know what the right word is, awe of my masculine when I had my baby. Sorry, I'm tapping into the energy and it's a lot. I was in awe because he looked after me. He did step up. I thought, kind of, he did. When I had the surgery, he did. He looked after me. He really did. And I was like, oh, like this, he is, like, he's changed. We've had the baby. This is the man that I want to marry. And then a few weeks later, I found stuff on his phone, and that was it. It was just all out who he really was. And this was when my tower moment began. And then I was still back and forth, like, this can't be my twin. It's still, I think I was still clinging on to the old person, like, oh, maybe they were my twin, but no. And how I know now that I've seen how he's my twin, and how it doesn't matter that he's my twin. It doesn't mean I have to settle just because he's my twin. It means that I acknowledge it and I'm going to carry on doing the work, and I'm leaving his ass behind. Because I've been through hell and back with this, with him, my twin. And I deserve someone that can be a masculine. Like, I am a feminine. I deserve that. And so do you guys. And when you keep going through the journey, you just get, you can only give so much rope. Like, example being, so that came out and I was, honestly, for the next few months, my life was in turmoil. But do you know why? He couldn't see me and see my light, because I wasn't loving my true self. I wasn't in my light. And every time I had moments of being in my light, he was scared of it, because my light was shining light on his darkness and he didn't want to look at it. So the easiest thing was to tear my light down. And that's what he managed to achieve for a little while. By the end of the pregnancy, I've got to say, I was the lowest I've ever been in my whole entire life. I have never woken up and had thoughts I didn't want to be here. And that's not my energy, that's his. But it was just, yeah. He'd sucked the light out of me and was draining me and giving me his darkness and his darkness thoughts. And that is, I think, how he lives all the time, because he won't do the work, his ego won't allow him to. Anyway, so fasting forward, I found out so much horrendous stuff. And he did pretty horrendous stuff not even that long ago. Stuff he said about me, just every knife that was humanly possible, my twin has put in my back. But not what, like, I've been down and I've brought myself back up. And this was the biggest lesson in regards to, holy shit, it doesn't matter what a guy does to me, because there is nothing else now. He did everything, and I am rising, really rising. And I know I've got some serious stuff coming, positive stuff coming my way and for me, and rewards, because I'm doing the work and I'm seeing things for what they are, and I've tried to keep a high vibrational. So fast forward again, 5 months, so I had the baby, whatever, he dropped out for 5 whole months, didn't see his daughter, and then got back in contact about a month and a bit ago, right? And I went in with, I'm going to make this only about my child, and I'm going to do everything I can to create a safe space, because as much as I have self-love and whatever, when they're your twin, you can't not love them. That is just, it's not about love anymore. Like, you will love them no matter what they do. I mean, to a certain extent, if they're my child, then yeah. But you will love them no matter what. And it's about accepting that I'm always going to love, there is nothing I can do. I have cried for months, like, how can he still be doing stuff, and how can I still love him? Because it's to do with the soul and the energy and the connection, right? So once you get to a point of going, that's all right, the love cannot be removed, but what can be and needs to be removed is them, if they are negative and toxic, and whatever they're doing, lock it off, be gone. Yeah, so I had enough space where I tried to come in and have it nice. I'm not gonna lie, there was a tiny bit of me that was hoping, because he'd come back in a very good manner, and like, seemed as if he'd done some work. But I don't know why I thought he would, because it was only like a few weeks before that he was chasing someone that lived down in Dover, and that's not someone that's doing the work. If you're doing the work, you're not chasing random females or random men and dating, and you're focused on you and yourself and your energy and healing and your stability. If you are actively, like, even having sex, I didn't have sex when I went for my Kundalini awakening and started waking up and understanding. I didn't have sex for, like, I can't remember, like, I think, was it 2 years or a year and a half? Or it's definitely over a year or something, because you start understanding that every person you sleep with, you're connecting your energies, and these people are toxic and you're toxic, and it's not helping. It's keeping you off balance, and you start going within and sitting with yourself, and you're like, I need to keep this and work through this and get where I need to be. Anyway, so I thought it would be fine. No, well, I was a bit in denial. I thought maybe after 5 months of seeing that I'm growing and getting on with my life, maybe there's a part of him that would love me enough that he would come in and change and we'd all live happily ever. He'd prove himself, but I was wrong. It was a fake start because he came in, okay, he's not technically fully let his daughter down yet. It's been about a month. It was okay. I was trying to create a non-toxic environment, but you cannot do that with someone that is toxic. It is impossible. Trust me when I say let it go. I am 3 years probably by now down the road with someone that is toxic, low vibrational, in denial, lives in their ego, cannot take responsibility for any of their actions, and doesn't communicate. It's a guessing game, plays manipulative games. Like, there is, stop being the bigger person. Just remove yourself, because that's what I decided as of this morning to do, and to allow my son to let him kind of see his daughter in the house, because I can't be around negativity. And it's no coincidence that every time I'm apart from him, because he's not healing, like when I actively make decisions to pull away, I get nothing but positive and he gets nothing but negative every time. And I'm not sure if he's even noticed that. And every time he comes back with his unhealed ass, things start just not flopping, but he drains and pulls the good stuff for me, because he's not healed, and it creates an imbalance in the connection, an imbalance in our soul tie, and an imbalance in my physical body, a balance in my energy. So an imbalance comes down into my life. So I'm removing it. And I'm always trying to be the nice person, but I decided as of about 2 hours ago that he could go fuck himself, and I'm not being a nice person anymore. He doesn't deserve all the rope that I've given him, and he doesn't deserve that. And that's not sitting in like ego. I've done a lot. I've created lots of safe spaces, and enough's enough. I really choose to love myself now and remove myself. So, twin flames, especially the feminines. Every time you think you're not going to get to a certain point, let me tell you, you get there. You get there. You really do. How I feel right now is not how I thought I would be able to feel a month ago. I never thought that I could reach a position to fully understanding that I literally am in love with someone, but I deserve to be loved properly by someone, and I am actively going to allow that door to be open. Because I deserve it. I've done enough work. I understand what's going on. I understand the universe. I am trusting my guides. Like, they showed me a vision. They are holding me up right now. Not as in that I'm broken, but they are all showing me that they're holding me, because this bit's really hard. And it's really hard to just really choose you. And really, when you're a good person and you're not someone that lies, like I've been dealing with someone that literally just lies and lies and lies. Like, someone said something to me the other day that was a good point about liars. She was like, they're the kind of people that be walking down the road with a KFC bag and they're swear blind it's a fucking McDonald's bag. And you'll be like, I can literally see it's KFC. And just some people are just fucking, I don't know. Like, I don't know what they gain from it. They're just liars. And someone, how are you going to create a safe, healthy space with that? You can't. You know? You can't, guys. So, refocus on you. Sorry, as you can see, I'm sorting my lashes out. Please learn to cut ties. You'll never be able to cut the twin flame tie, but learn to cut the energetic tie and call as much as you can. Continuously do, because you're just going to mirror. I mean, you're going to mirror anyway, but hopefully you can get to a point where either they start mirroring some fucking healing, or you've managed to disconnect and know every time that energy taps into you that you can push it away, because it can be fucking exhausting. I'm not gonna lie. Being a twin flame is hard work. It's really not for the weak, but it does have its rewards. Like, even the house that I'm in now, I only got this house because of all the work that I did spiritually, and it was a reward and a gift from the divine. And I know the next thing that's going to be coming in, I think it's this year, it might come in next year, is a reward, a gift. So if you feel uncontrollably tired and like you never feel like you're going to be free of that, you never feel like you're going to shift, and you never feel like you're going to be able to go at least one day without crying, it does lift. But you have to feel to heal. You can't just heal. It's not time isn't just a healer. People like time's a healer. Time helps, but you have to do the work as well. Someone could have damage from a relationship that happened 15 years ago because they've done no work, just because 15 years has gone past. If they've done no work to reflect and to heal, they are in exactly the same space. Or you can have someone that broke up a year and a half ago and has done loads of work and is way more healed. It's just how it goes. But the twin flame journey is just about you getting to this, your success and your love and light, and knowing your worth. Literally, feminines, there she is on her stage, lights shining down with her fucking trophy thing. She looks good, her hair's done. She's cute, man. And she's got all she needs. And it came from that. We go from that to that. By doing the work. Layer by layer. Yeah? So, yeah, this is just literally, you can do it. You can move through, you can shift. You have to just be patient with yourself, work through all energies, and just work with yourself to push yourself out of denial. That was one of the hardest things, was reprogramming myself. When I found out what had been going on, I literally had to reprogram myself to accept that pretty much everything this guy says is bullshit. Oh, it's so shit. It's so shit, but it's so good. So, twin flame, should we do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? The conclusion, divine feminine, commitment comes from your shadow work. Twin flame gives you the tools to refocus on you, is what they're saying, and to ascend, just to keep ascending. That's what your twin is here for. It's not to be in a romantic relationship. I mean, it's a blessing and a bonus if you manage that, but not all of us manage that. So yeah, that's the twin flame little catch up. And I might go live on my Facebook, or I might do a video, I'm not sure. But in the meantime, I send you so much love and light.